I've drank a lot of fucking beer in my lifetime, that's for sure. Many times to an excess that I'm not too proud of the fucked up shitty situations that I've managed to fist fuck my way into. I've learned a lot along the way though. I'll share that knowledge with you if it can prevent a fucking drunken grease fire. If it doesn't, you are the fucking grease fire.
This is my life now. I've actually come to terms with it. I've got no other choice but to Snipe stream little Joey Sneed. What's going on? I'm going to wait a little bit for people to come around if you want to come in. It is currently 79 degrees in Brownsville, Texas, with 86% humidity. So we're wondering, give me just a second here. I got to copy and paste this. I should have had that fucking ready. I thought I did, but we're going to do it. Do that. Come up with some filler words here for a minute while we got people coming around, getting in the house, do some things, getting crazy with it. Happy Friday, everybody. Today is the first day of summer. And with that comes, it's just only bad news because the days start getting shorter. Fuck the summer solstice. I fucking hate being in the dark, especially in the winter. I fucking hate it. That's why I live down by the equator for a fucking reason. It's in the psych ward, Shamrock. Talk to it. Want to do it. All right, let's get this ready. Yes, first day of summer. Days are getting shorter. Steve, Reuven. What's up? Trollmonger, Shamrock. I'm trying to time this. I got weed anxiety right now because I'm waiting on delivery. So at some point my phone's going to ring and I got to go run downstairs and grab my packages. Got to order weed on Friday because I always cut fucking killer deals. I get these Jeff Sessions 1 gram bait carts. They're like 91%. Top tier. They last long. They don't burn out. $9. In 75 cents. I remember when I first started buying vape carts a handful of years ago. It wasn't that long ago. $30 for a half gram. Now you can get a full gram top shelf for less than $10. Fucking ridiculous. Anyway, we're going to get this rolling here in case I got to fucking drop out real quick. If I do, it'll take me a fucking minute just to run downstairs. We got a diss track if you haven't heard it yet. Sticky, he hasn't been feeling well. He's got hay fever. Forgets to take his meds. He's a hardworking dude. Loves his family. We're going to start this one out with the hay fever family man. Hail Sartan.
Wake up every morning before the sun is high. Got a family to provide for, bills to get by, but there's a war raging inside my head. Hay fever's got me sneezing, my allergies are dead. I'm a family man, working hard every day, with a nose that's running and a Folgers can in disarray. I'm running low on coffee, it's a crying shame. Got my tissues and my meds, but I need my caffeine claim to fame. I head out to the fields, or is it just the yard? My sinuses are screaming, my eyes are red and scarred. I'm a slave to the daily grind, but my body weak. Folgers, can you hear me? Send more coffee, please. Unique. I'm a family man, working hard every day, with a nose that's running and a Folgers can in disarray. I'm running low on coffee, it's a crying shame. Got my tissues and my meds, but I need my caffeine claim to fame. My family's counting on me to bring home the pay, but without my morning cup, I'm just a mess today. I'll soldier on through the sneezes and the strife, but a fresh can of Folgers would make my life. I'm a family man, looking hard every day, but when the nose that's on it and a Folgers can in disarray, I'm running late on coffee, it's a crying shame. Got my tissues and my meds, but I need my caffeine claim to fame. So if you see me stumbling with a box of tissues in hand, don't be fooled, I'm just a family man trying to make a stand. With a little bit of coffee and a whole lot of might, I'll get through this hay fever and make it through the night.
And we're back. Let me just try and get my mic adjusted here. All right. Let's this one is called Batman is the King of Reality in the Internet. Talk to it. Let's go.
And welcome to another show of Batman Radio. Kind of just chilling, man. I don't really even know what I want to talk about. So we'll see how it goes. But y'all can chill with me.
Look at that.
But yeah, how's everybody doing out there? Hopefully you're doing well. You already know about this. As far as the Woffords, you're gonna have to figure out like
Where I can sleep in your car.
some way to contact me, because I just can't do it anymore on here, man. I'm not doing it. Like when I'm trying to speak to someone and I'm an adult, like it's just common sense. Like you know what I mean? Like I just want to talk to that
My
individual
bad.
and that's it. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Thank you for the help.
So if you can find a way to reach out to me so that we can talk privately, that's just the only way I'm talking, you know what I mean? But shout out to the Woffords. Wish you the best of luck. And like I said, if we can help each other some way, somehow, I'd be more than down, man.
Here we go.
I'd be more
God,
than
that's
down.
painful.
I think they're good people.
Oh, you can hear it slashing in his fucking.
I really do. But yeah, I'm just chilling, man. So, like I said, I don't worry about the whole YouTube mess. Um, like I had said, I had another good training day today. Um, you know, I'm just doing the best I can, man. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I just keep my faith and I try to keep pressing forward, man. Like I said, it ain't never easy. There's always problems, always issues, but I just try to keep on pushing forward. You know what I'm saying? It's all we can do. You know what I mean? But like I said, how do we put it? The training was great today. Had a great day. Um, I'm just trying to gauge where I'm at basically with the strength level, strength wise. So I mean, I did 50 reps for 3 different variations of pull-ups today, so that's 3 sets. So the goal is, since I'm already at 50, I want to try to push that to 100 next. And see, this is how I steadily I'm showing y'all the formula. I'm showing you how I do it, but y'all just don't know how to do it because it's not as easy as it sounds. You know what I'm saying? It's a gift you have to have, but like I'm gonna keep increasing. Like I'm gonna push it to 60 the next time, and then I'll go to 70, and then all that is gonna build up my resistance, my strength, my body more as we go. Like I said, I don't get big necessarily. Strength has nothing to do with being big. Big is just if I took some protein, like if I had the money and I bought Syntha 6 protein, I'd fill out ridiculously real quick. I mean, like I said, like when I was in Lytle, I don't think y'all understand. Like I was huge. Like I was a big guy when I was in Lytle, and my strength level, this is what's so crazy, would be nowhere near, in my opinion. I can't say, I don't know. I don't think it'd be anywhere near where I'm at now. It's a different kind of strength. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's arguable. I was pretty strong at that time, but like the amount of pull-ups that I'm doing now as opposed to then isn't even close. So it's some kind of strength. I don't know what you call it, static strength, whatever, but it definitely counts for something. I'm light years beyond where I was at that point, and I was already at that point probably stronger than most of the world and in better shape and bigger and stronger than everybody and quicker. So for me to get to this level, I just think people don't even understand necessarily what they're witnessing. Like it's a big deal. Like I said, I broke 4 world records. Like I said, the one for the dips, 131 reps at a minute and 8 seconds, right, for dips. And the other record is the world record was 119 in under a minute. And I know I did more than 119. You can go back to the video and you can count. I really don't care, but that's a second world record. And then the third world record is the 200 pull ups, which the original record was 105. And then the other world record was way back in the day when I got out fresh out of jail at that time and curled 90-pound dumbbells. So, like, and that's still a world record. Nobody's broken that world record. People are using fake weights, and these websites are trying to front because they think it's cute. That's the thing. Like every time I'm doing something, it's weird how Masons are being sent, and like I just don't understand what the goal is. I mean, it's just super corny. I mean, this is what they did, I believe, with the old world with Tartaria and all that. Like I literally believe that all the world conflicts that were created were designed to erase that old world. And I think that that makes perfect sense. And they had huge buildings. Like I keep taking pictures of them, what I can see, what I can research, because I want to try to build like estates and homes that Christina and I are going to build, because we're going to be building and doing like independent real estate. But like that's the thing, why would you only work with properties that are current and here that are built when you could learn how to build something that's on a higher level and higher scale? Like I want to learn Tartaria's building plans for their buildings. Tartaria is the old civilization. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about because it's been completely erased from history. Okay, and they had scooters and everything that we claim to have now as if it's new, and they had all of it. And they had these things called airships, and they looked like little blimp things. It's kind of like what's in Batman, I think, in one of the movies, kind of like a blimp, but it's a little bit like bigger, it seems like, and it has that little section in the bottom. And they say that they were traveling to all other countries and stuff like that. And I don't know if it might have been way safer than planes, which is even more disturbing because planes are not safe at all. So, like, I'm wondering maybe they never even had an issue when they went up in one. And that's crazy. And see, they probably had free airspace to travel with. And if anything ever happened, they probably had a
Yeah,
way,
sticky.
right, where they would be fine, where they would be okay. So I mean, like I said, this is the problem with the world. People don't understand Satan's plan is vast. Like I said, you get on a plane, you should know the position you're putting yourself in. I don't care who you are. There's no point in getting on a plane ever. You understand? Like it doesn't make sense. It's just not a good choice. You know what I mean? But like I said, I let people do their thing. That's on you. If you want to believe in the fake paradigm that you've been brainwashed to believe, be my guest. But it all ties into the same thing. And like I said, I believe that the same people, the Masons, it's all about that New World Order. All the big world conflicts, they were made and created. And it said that they were targeting, just like with me, the alpha male. See, that's what this is all about because I'm the biggest alpha male they've seen thus far. So it's all about trying to target me, right? Why? Because they don't want. That's why they created these world conflicts, because they knew that the best soldiers and the most elite, physical beings and the most intelligent, that they would want to be a part of those big world conflicts. So they use your ego against you, something I wouldn't let them do to me. See the difference? I'm too smart. Real talk. I'm way smarter than all of y'all. And this is no one specific nowadays who has this plan or anything, but I'm just saying it's the same type of attitude and same type of people. You understand? Like they say the CIA, greatest power you can have in the CIA is sending off young men like you and I off to you know what in these big conflicts. CIA is not nice. They've never been nice. That's why all the movies show them being traitors and turning on the same people that work for them. Because clearly that's what happens, right? That's how all these things happen. That's clearly how everything happened with Kennedy. And Kennedy was trying to disband the CIA from what I researched and what I was told coming up when I was younger. So it's been a common theme. It's the secret shadow government. And that's what I think people need to open their eyes to, and what I focus on and what I pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, like, I don't really pay attention to them. They pay attention to me, but I just study history and I study everything and try to learn as much as I can because that's my job here. But, you know, I truly believe that there's secrets in Tartaria and things that would be very useful to know. I mean, the way they built everything was different, and like I think that what I'm looking at may be actual footage, some of it, and they said that all the people, they're just walking around like it's all good. They're used to these buildings and structures, and I mean they're huge. They're way bigger than anything here. They're huge and beautiful, and they're magnificent. I mean, the way they're built is amazing, and those people were used to it. Like it was a whole different time period. Um, and then they said something about being born in the 1870s. I don't know how that makes sense because I mean, if it's that bad, and if this happened in the 1870s and they was able to restructure and rewrite and brainwash the entire world, that this civilization or this area or place or Tartaria didn't exist and it was in the 1870s, that would be crazy, but it would make sense. I guess it wouldn't have to be that far back for them to do it. I guess it would make sense, and it would make sense that it'd be recent because, like I said, it's that masonry plan and everything. So it would make more sense that it would have happened fairly recently. But I think all that stuff makes sense, just like with the flat Earth, which I don't really care that much about. But the only reason that's relevant is because of the ice wall in Antarctica and the fact that there's land masses over the ice wall. That's what I'm interested in. You understand? So that's the thing. Like, most of y'all, like I said,
Up,
you're
Lou.
just, I mean, you don't think that they created these jobs to brainwash you. You don't, this entire system, what y'all don't get is
The people from Sartonia and Tartaria are in a huge battle right now. It's a holy war.
you're watching someone that's completely an awoken being, and I live the way I live and I move the way I move for a reason. Um, I operate on a higher frequency, just like the one Joker video came out today and said it. You understand? I'm just awake, man. I'm awoken. You just got to understand what's really happening here. I mean, like I said, most people, they're only focused on the corny stuff. They're focused on what they can do, what they can get done, where they can go, what they can eat, blah, blah, blah. They're not focused on the bigger picture. And I'm not saying that you don't have to do that to some extent. Me, I'm doing all I can do. Like I said, I have limited options. So I'm stuck with what I'm stuck with, because I don't kiss up and I'm a man. So, I mean, that's okay. Like I'm content with that. It's whatever, you know what I mean? What's out of my control is out of my control. Serenity prayer. You feel me? But like I said, at the end of the day, I don't know. I just think that it's crazy. I think that it's downright blasphemous because I'm just so interested in all the technology that was there. I'm so interested in the structures. Like I'm trying to research structures and stuff because when I'm with Christina and we have this money, I want to start building like my own private like estates, like the entire estate. Like I want to build buildings. I want to build structures that look like something people have never seen. Like
If anyone wants to buy Joey a nail gun, I'll sign off on that.
I want to really do it though. Like that's the thing. Like I want to learn how to do it because I don't know how many people in the world actually even know how to do it, but somebody does. There has to be a way to figure it out. And see, that's the thing. I'm just on a higher level than you. I don't think the way that normal people.
Sheriff, do you ever sleep out here doing God's workforce? I mean, Sartine's workforce. No, I'm a huge crystal meth addict. I never sleep. I never go to, never. Doesn't happen. When you sign up for the mission, you do what you got to do for the team. No, I sleep fine. We got off here at 2:00 last night and fucking back at it.
Think. That's what people don't get. I've been a genius forever. While y'all was worried about regular everyday stuff, when I was in college, man, I was studying stuff that, I mean, was on a whole nother level. I know a lot.
No meth, just waiting on weed delivery here. I'm just waiting for my phone to ring to say someone I got to go meet downstairs.
A lot of information.
3 grams of a hybrid, 3 grams of an indica, 1 container of 2.5 grams of 5 mini hybrid joints, and 1 gram vape cart. So be stocked up for the weekend.
Bro, I'm like a walking encyclopedia without trying to, like, I'm talking about stuff that people don't even think about. So, I mean, it's just, that's the thing. Like,
yeah, I got plenty
your mind
already
is
in
the
my
most
refrigerator.
powerful thing in existence, man. If you don't utilize it
I'm
and
just
use
out of
it,
flour.
I mean, you're just, it's a waste. You know what I'm saying? It's like with these companies, y'all want to work for these companies and keep talking to me about money, but you're brainwashed. You're enslaved. You're not free, and I'm free. See, you're not awake, so you can't see what I see. You can't see the reality staring you in your face every day. That's why people like you are hilarious to me. You understand? It's funny as hell.
Wouldn't it be funny that the anti-encyclopedia Retardica, god damn, the stupidest shit in there?
Because, like I said, you have the formula backwards. That's why nobody on the internet could ever tell me anything. Because, like I said, they don't make any sense and they don't have their facts straight. Again, all of reality's been proven. Nothing was ever up for debate. We all know what it is, and we have people who've made their intentions clear and what they're on, and they're just upset at my success and they're delusional. Case closed. That's it. Moving forward. You feel me? So, like I said, we're not going to acknowledge anything or anyone, and we never really have, that doesn't have a voice and, just doesn't matter. I mean, you don't matter. Nothing you say matters. You do not have a voice or a seat at this table, right? I mean, you don't get brownie points for being immature and just, you know, you know, everything you're doing is just, it's odd behavior. You don't get brownie points for not making sense. You see what I'm saying? You're like, if every time you speak it's about me and it's not making sense, that's odd behavior. So yeah, we're done dealing with that over here. We're going to continue to move forward, and that's it, man. You know what I mean? It just goes to show that, I really got people in their feelings, and you just got to understand. I never went out my way to get anybody in their.
We need to develop a new game of Risk versus Sartonia versus Tartaria. Try over the world.
Feelings, man. I'm just doing me, bro. You feel me? I just think it's funny when people act like they showing me something, but really I'm showing you something, right? Who's showing who
Don't
something
show me
every
anything,
day?
Joey. Don't porn bomb me. Come on, don't do it.
I'm showing you something,
No,
right? You can't show me nothing
you showing saying
at all because you're powerless. But I show all of you real power every day, and that's why you're so phased and
I
trigger
dare
impressed.
you.
They cannot handle my success. I'm saying they see these videos, they see what I'm doing. That check's already over $130, just like I predicted and told you. All my predictions come true, right? Like I said, man, it is what it is, man. We're going to try to create this birthday check. We got about, probably 10 more days plus because we got the rest of the month. So, I mean, that part is going all right. You feel me? Like I said, all everybody does is try to sabotage me. That's my whole thing. Like I keep trying to climb
Slabotage
up,
me?
I get
Did he say
everything
he tried to
together, and then just
slabotage?
everybody has the same attitude. Nobody does anything. It's just all the same thing, same neglect, same story over and over again. And that's the thing that's hard for me. It's like I'm sitting here doing everything I can, and I literally do everything. You know what I mean? And then to have these other people trying to speak on me, like, yeah, I'm not even concerning myself with that anymore. Nobody who I don't talk.
All right, we got a weed update. Just got a text. My order is on his way and will arrive in about 10 minutes. All right.
Too on a day-to-day basis, which is nobody can have an opinion on me and people cannot speak my name. I'm just not that person. I've never been a name that people can speak. I'm not that guy. People have to respect me. So, these people, they know reality. They know who I am. They know enough about me to know reality. So all that stuff.
If we could just get one picture of the shit he's got laying on the ground around him. He's got his bottle of fucking Arizona iced tea, his fucking bag of bullshit, his stupid fucking vest, his stupid fucking fruit bullshit, all of it. Just a bunch of shit just surrounding him. It's like a nest. It's like a shit nest.
It just stems from fear because they're scared of me. So that's besides the point and besides my concern. I mean, you see my career. It's scary enough, right? Like I said, what I do.
Hey,
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for you.
I'm right here.
Let's do it.
Here. I've been here all day. Hey, I got a phone call real quick. I got to mute my mic. I'm just going to hit play.
Is a lot different than anybody. I don't have a boss. I don't ask permission from no one. I just do what I want. So, the videos today I thought were excellent. I feel like I'm kind of getting used to the steel armor like I told you I wanted to. I mean, I feel like I handled it better. A little while.
Waiting on my weed delivery. Be here in 5 minutes.
Oh, all right.
Headaches from it. And last time I don't think I really did. And if I did, it was kind of a little later. Sometimes it'll kind of sneak up on me. But overall, all in all, I feel like I've been handling it a little better. And I just think that it's a necessary part of this. I really want to get like a utility belt, but I just would like to put the whole
keep his dildos in.
I'm thinking about like what I could use. I mean, like I said, I got a little bungee cord, but I can't do much with that.
Oh, he did say earlier today that he was bringing his bungee cord over to that rec center where he goes to work out at to try and do fucking hang from the bar and fucking do pull-ups with it. Fucking just snap and fucking crack.
Oh my God, please snap and fall on your face.
But there has to be ways to, create the grappling thing to be able to grapple. I'm doing some different exercises, doing some different.
When they do call me to show up, I just got to run downstairs. It'll take me like 60 seconds.
Different approaches. I don't show y'all everything that I do.
Blue. Hi, Sticky McPherson.
Y'all don't get it. Like I want to literally build like the whole bat suit.
I don't think so.
With the functionality and the ways to move around and protect myself. Like I'm not gonna let nobody stop me from doing what I'm doing. I know how to do things the right way, and I'm gonna do what I need to do. You understand? Especially when it comes to taking care of myself. You feel me? Because that's what Batman's all about and has to do. You feel me? Because I'm coming up against a whole lot. So I just see it. I already envision it. I see how it is possible. Anything is possible. It's possible. And it just makes me wonder, man. I still think it just
this motherfucker says that he ages backwards. Dude, you age like a dog, dude. You age like 10 years for every year.
He could be a new breed, like the 12-year, 1 year ratio. It's so bad.
I talk about Gotham, and then, like I said, I think about Tartaria and the way the buildings look, and I'm like, I wonder if that's where it came from. I wonder if there was a real Batman before me in Tartaria. Like, it would make sense, because if it was that kind of society and, in a different time and day and age, you get what I'm saying? Like, what if that's literally what it was? Like, what if he was, like, able to scale buildings and climb buildings, and he was moving around and flying around and stuff? And
he ages more like a cereal bowl that you wake up in the middle of the night and you got the fucking munchies and you got the milk still sitting there in the sink, and you wake up at like noon, you're like, oh, you go to the sink and you can just smell it. He's a cereal bowl.
It would make sense in that type of society, and like it seems like most of the people were pretty carefree and stuff. So like, kind of wonder, like, was there someone like that and maybe was stopping, crime and stuff from going on? I don't know.
Oh my God!
It just makes me think, or like I feel like in medieval times or whatever that could have been a thing for sure. In the movies, I mean, that's how they depict it. He's a lot like me. Like he's into all that medieval stuff and like any kind of armor or like these different tribes, and he has all these collections of different things that
Yes,
have to do with
Sticky.
that, and a lot of it is like Shanghai warrior type stuff, like actual armor, and the exhibits showing like what they look like wearing it. And that's the thing, like when you're into this stuff, you're just into it, and like I try to study it, the way that I want and the best I can, and then I translate it to what I do. But I mean, literally, I'm pretty close here. I mean, all I would need is a utility belt. I would need some bulletproof coverings for my knees, like my legs, my knees, and my shins and stuff like that, like shin guards. But I would want it all to be bulletproof. Doesn't have to be Kevlar.
Could you imagine wearing bulletproof kneecaps? Fucking getting shot in the fucking kneecap with a bulletproof fucking
He's worried about
shin
his knees.
guard on.
What about your fucking head? You think that mask is gonna protect it? He's an
Necessarily, but
idiot.
something. Um, and then you would just want to get as much coverage as possible, and then that would help with like any problem you run into too.
I'd rather get shot in the knee without anything on it just to destroy the knee because it would probably hurt less than getting shot in the knee wearing a fucking
Yeah,
shin
does Joey
guard.
know that shit hurts even though you have like Kevlar and shit like that on? It's why do you think people have like huge bruises and broken ribs and shit when being shot in those things? It still hurts, bitch.
like dogs and stuff like that. So that's the thing. Like, that's all I'm really missing. That the utility belt, um, protection for the neck, like somehow the parts that can be flexible and move, and then other
You know what it's called, Joey? You need a coffin. All over protection.
than
Yeah,
that, I mean, the
nobody
armor's
can
got the
kill you
rib
if you're
coverage
already dead.
already. So that's my point. Like, I just
All
think
right,
it's
I'll be right
crazy how
back
it's
in a
kind of
minute.
putting itself together already.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm trying to think about that. So I mean, but that's the part that's easier with the armor is the ribs are completely covered. I never have to worry about the rib area. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, it'll ride up here and there just a little bit, but I mean, as far as the ribs, it's got that covered. You know what I'm saying? Now, I mean, like the armpit area is a little bit exposed, but I mean, that's half the warriors. They were like that when they moved, and it wasn't an issue. You just got to move quickly enough and know what you're doing. But so that's about really the last thing is the neck protection. Trying to figure that out, and if I can somehow, that's going to help. And like I said, they sell like Kevlar scarves that you can order and you can purchase, but I would need the money to do it. And I think they're pretty cheap too. I think I saw one for like 20 something dollars. And I don't know if it's for welding or what,
Hell
but it's
starts
something
on.
like that. And you just, or maybe it's not specifically for that. I don't know, but you just put it on, I guess. But it's going to be resistant. I mean, it's
I
not.
hate this
They'll say it's level
motherfucker.
5 or whatever for whatever, but you want more than that. You know what I mean? In the movie, he has like paneling that encircles and goes around. Um, and then I keep trying to figure out how I could do this part right, like he has, where it's like a whole, not just a mask, but it's like a whole helmet. But y'all folks don't understand that it's not that easy. It's not that simple. You understand? Like they don't sell anything like that. They really don't. I mean, they'll sell you fake cows. I mean, if you want to play dress up, but for something that's functional, they don't make it. So that's what people don't understand is like, no, it takes money. I'm patient. I'm in no rush, and I wait until I get the budget. Then I can build all that stuff pretty easily. And they do actually have like Batman helmets, but you got to get the STL files, and that's what I had on the laptop that the church cult threw away. Church group threw away the laptop, so
And we're back.
I don't have that STL file.
All right, what did I miss?
The church threw away his laptop and it had his Batman schematics on it, his Batman suit schematics.
Oh, Jesus.
No more, and I paid for it. So I mean, you see what I'm saying? Like, like I said, all that stuff was intentional. And what's crazy is these people even talked about it. Like I said, so everything they're doing, that's weird. You know, you're doing things behind the
Sheriff is
scenes.
happy now.
That's weird, man.
Yeah,
You know what I
hell
mean? And then it's crazy because they'll talk to me and tell me, I don't care. I don't care about none of that stuff. See, they're really, really upset. That's all they're telling me. Like, that's why I laugh. You think I care about that little stuff? I don't care about that. It's no big deal to me. An STL file, a laptop, I don't care about that. It's nonsense. You know what I'm saying? That's what's so funny. Like, they're trying their hardest and they still can't get to me and can't make me feel no way because they are super upset and triggered and pressed. Like, because I'm a superstar and I'm doing my fizzle and I'm winning and I'm making bread doing it.
Bulletproof
So, like I said, I
undergarments.
mean, all I got to do is keep on pushing forward. You know, hopefully God takes care of me and He always does and always has and keeps me pressing forward and keeps me all right. And, because I don't have money to be, throwing it away on nonsense and, trying to take care of myself and just more issues. I need issues to not arise because of all this same neglect and nobody listening, nobody doing anything. I mean, none of these people have any concept of survival. That's reality. And like, I'm just tired of it. Like, I'm going to continue to speak my mind. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. I mean, I'm going as hard as I can every day, and y'all just act like I have it easy, knowing what I have on my plate and that I don't have it easy. Ain't nothing easy, bro. I'm a human being, man. The fact is, I deserve way better than this. I deserve way better treatment. I deserve to be in the right like position and just everything, bro. I want all new, everything new on top of everything I got. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. I
yeah.
tried to communicate with folks on YouTube. You see, they're selfish, entitled. They only want to help themselves. They still talking about fake boxing matches with trolls, like anybody cares about that or anybody's going to watch that nonsense while they get like 40 views and can't even do a live stream. Like what? How that makes sense? But when anyone, like I said, they'll lie for them and they'll create fake scenarios all through this network. They're all fake. They buy their subs, they buy their views, they stage fake arenas. They're trying to manipulate this platform, which is illegal as well. And I believe that the company is in on it with them 100%. And because they let them do it all, right? And and at the end of the day, they're still not really gaining much, and none of them have even made a move. The boxing match still hasn't happened. Come on, bro. No, all y'all have done is lose respect from everyone that people never even had to begin with. Like, people can see through nonsense, bro. People see what it is with y'all, man. People don't respect you. I'm just being honest. That's your fault. Ugh, that's your problem. You know. Oh, by the way, my my sternum popped again, and
Wait, what? You like how me and Sheriff crack up at the same time? It's like what? What?
my my sternum popped again. My my sternum popped again, and that's a good
Yeah.
thing because I think it might have reset a little bit, and that's what I was waiting for. So I don't know. It just takes me like sitting down in this
Reset the
chair. I'll actually
sternum.
be like sitting
I
forward,
hate it
kind
when
of
my
like
sternum
slouching honestly
pops.
because I'm looking at
Shit.
the phone. But then
I got
He's so stupid. You have the dumbest medical issues. Holes in your stomach and your sternum pops. You
I
fucking
popped
idiot.
Sturman when I was 14 years old. This girl named fucking Christina.
Uh,
That's so stupid.
like when I get up and then I move back a little bit, I'll hear it and it'll shift, and it still sucks. It's
Somebody
uncomfortable. Like
screwed him.
it'll affect my breathing, but the way that it did it last time because of all those dips I did, it moved real bad because it's wedging in and downward, and it's horrible, man. It's not good. So I've been pretty messed up, but
Got a free
hopefully it's
floating
in a
sternum.
better position now. I mean, I don't know. I can't control it. It comes from injuries I've had in the past too. And your whole central nervous system comes from right there. So I used to like I'd sit down and
what?
it used to do that where it would just move a little bit and like it would literally throw off everything. Like my thinking would stop for a minute.
That happens all the time, bitch. Hate to tell you.
You ever,
FYI.
you ever been punched in the ribs and forget where you are?
Yeah, I hate when that happens.
Like it couldn't like I wasn't processing things the right way. Like because injuries that I went through, they affected my entire central nervous system.
Oh,
They had to
God.
put me back together like Humpty Dumpty. Like, you people don't have a clue what I've been through. You vastly underestimate.
Fucking operation game. Fucking,
Jerry.
you got the tweezers. Try not to hit the fucking thing. Hey, I got
That,
the fucking sternum.
that game is so nerve wracking. Jesus Christ.
What's more
But,
nerve wracking, that or perfection?
oh, dude. Perfection.
Me. I've been through things that human beings couldn't even imagine.
It's unsafe because I've thrown my back out opening up a Father's Day card for my kids, those musical ones, and you're not expecting it.
Yeah,
And all
yeah.
of a sudden, because I have sciatica, and I was like, oh, fuck, I'm going to be fucked up for 3 days now because of a
Oh.
fucking card.
Oh, no.
Perfection's next level.
Imagine. And then it's so funny because people like that, they try to talk like it's weakness, it's strength. When you go through things that are out of your control, that's strength.
We could have Joey Jenga. That would be a good one, too.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of body parts you got to pull out.
Yeah.
Yeah, get it right.
Yeah.
You could never walk in my shoes. So how are you going to talk
You
to
can
me in a
barely
way that
walk
I'm
in your
above
shoes.
you
What are you
when
talking
you're
about?
superior? You cannot do what I do.
Did I posted a picture in Sneedville in the photo dump? He's got a big hole on the back heel of one of his shoes.
Oh, God, I
You
got
can
to go
never
check
come
it out.
close to doing what I do, any of you. So stay in your place. Feel me? I'm
Yeah.
gonna continue to tell
I'll
everybody
stay here
to
in
their
my
face.
fucking house, bitch.
I'm a grown man, bro. I don't live other people's script. I live mine. I create and write the script. Feel me?
As you
But
sit
at the
in
end
your
of the
mom's
day,
backyard. Okay, bro.
I mean, what was I saying about all that?
I guess your
I'm
sternum
getting
must have
tired.
popped and made you forget your
Nice.
Too, man. Um,
Is my mic too loud?
I
I
don't
have
know,
no
man. I'm
idea.
just
no,
proud of
you sound
myself, bro.
great.
All right, thank you.
Like, genuinely proud of myself. Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm just glad that it moved. I heard it move. It was just a minute ago actually, and it's just, you know, it's kind of scary, but I mean, I'm glad that it moved. So it repositioned somehow. Hopefully not worse, but hopefully better. You know, but I just put my faith in God, man. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing I can do about it, but it just comes from setting that world record because when you're leaned over like that and you know
Okay,
all
got
that
him.
pressure, it built up. Like I can still feel it, and it's a
Oh,
horrible
damn.
feeling
Yeah, that shoe
physically, but I
is
can feel it
shredded.
just through that whole area into my back. You know, like I said, what I need is a chiropractor, but I mean, I can't afford that right now, and they try to charge you literally a ton of money. Like, and people are crazy, bro. Like literally, you'll walk in there and they'll be like, "It's 100 and some bucks." Like, bro, are you serious, bro? People are struggling, bro. People don't got money like that. Not anymore. I mean, like back in the day, I did. I know for a fact I've probably spent like $1 million on chiropractors.
He's not
Them
lying
fools get
because when we
money.
first got introduced to this idiot, he went to the chiropractor all the time to try to align his body because he thinks that he claims he was in. Well, he was in a car accident, but it wasn't as bad as he says. He claims that the doctors put him back together too fast. And now his body's all out of alignment. You can't see this with modern technology like x-rays or anything. Joey just knows that that's what's wrong.
So he's basically like a piece of IKEA furniture. You got a bunch of parts left over.
Yeah, he's like a Harley Davidson. Even after you put it together, there's still shit left over.
Yeah, I'll
Also
fucking
a
figure it out
Volkswagen.
later, and you never do. You throw it
Yeah.
out. You throw the piece of furniture out before you throw out the leftover fucking parts.
Yep.
I don't care what nobody says. They get money because they get money like unsuspectingly from people that just aren't thinking. For me, it
They're
was a
not
recurring thing, and it
they're not
still is. But
suspected getting paid when you go there.
I
I don't
should have
get it.
been doing it not all the time, but it was like for me.
You go to school. That doesn't cost anything. You learn the knowledge to do it. That doesn't cost anything. You're
Hmm.
supposed to give it away for free.
It became a thing where it's like necessary for me to do anything, you know, because I was just in horrible shape, man, when that stuff happened to me. And then, like I said, I've had to kind of grow out of it and learn how to
I
not
haven't heard him talk
have
about
it
the
because I didn't
government
have
pathogen he has in a while. It's been a while since I heard about that.
It is. It has.
access to it anymore, you know. And that's again, I believe, part of God's plan. That's the thing, you know what I'm saying? Like nothing is easy.
Oh, Sham, if you are around later, we will be premiering tonight. It's already done. It's ready in the hopper, ready to go. Licking mist and drinking piss.
Man, nothing of value comes without sacrifice. But that's the cool part. I don't have to run to the. I used to literally have to drive all the way to McAllen, like every day, or go to Brownsville just so I could get like an adjustment. Like had to, like, because I would have serious issues. So I mean that's good. I don't have to do that anymore necessarily. But right now I kind of need it. But that's the thing. It would be like a one-time thing. But that's the thing too. They're tricky. Like I am chiropractors where they do weird stuff, and then like they take X-rays, and they're like, literally, they told me they're like, you're
Oh, Sticky, we opened with fucking Hay Fever Family Man today. So
bent like this way, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's probably the new chiropractor because I would move around with them. So it's like nobody does their job right. I mean, I had tons of money, you could have millions of dollars, and y'all just don't get it. It's more money, more problems. You dealing with all these people that are doing malpractice, and how many lawsuits I could really file if I wanted to. I don't even know at this point if I'm going to file any. I mean, other than maybe the main one and a couple more possibly, but I'm not really worried about that, man. Like I said, karma is karma, God is God. He gonna take care of all that. I'm not even slightly worried. I don't have to file. I'm not filing a federal lawsuit to be vindictive. I'm filing a federal lawsuit because it's the right thing to do. You know what I mean? To hold people accountable.
Sticky's angry. He's mad at me. He's really mad at me.
Why would you do?
Don't know if it's going to be able to be resolved.
Oh
Created a
no.
diss track called Hay Fever Family Man.
Oh.
We premiered that earlier this morning, and then we started with it today. If you didn't get a chance to hear it, I won't play it now. But
Right? So that they can understand
yep.
reality and learn how the law actually works, and that you can say what you want, but like you're talking to the right guy. You're talking to the guy who actually upholds that and upholds the law, and all these other folks don't. None of them. They never have, never will. They've been breaking the law since day one, every single one of you, right? And they know it, and now they got to watch me live
Breaking the law.
talking
Breaking
about
the
them and what
law.
they do. That's the funniest part of it, and they can't do nothing about it
Is he standing?
because they all
What's that?
cowards. You feel me? So, like I said,
I'm trying to figure out
it
what
is
he's
what it
doing.
is, homie.
Watch this. Oh, this is going to be good. We're just going to go slow mo right out of the gate because this is going to be painful.
It kept it was on my shoe today, man. Some part of it's like open on the shoe.
Oh, he's talking about the hole on the shoe. There's something got on it today that opened up a hole and it opened up his shoe. What in the actual fuck?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yo,
it
that was.
ain't easy. I can still feel it
This is
all
so
through
horrible.
here, right here. Like it's bad. I took Tylenol the other day. I got an ice pack. I'm probably gonna put the ice pack
Sheriff,
on
I'm so
again.
stoned that I thought I was the one messing with the playback speed. That was my mouse there.
I was. What was it? Was it? I can't remember when it was, but it was on Stickies. Yeah, last night before he had to go out to dinner. I was trying to keep my cursor out of the screen, like here, because I thought I was streaming. So because I didn't want it on the feed, and it was Sticky
Yeah,
streaming.
that's funny.
But yeah, it's just not a easy area, at all.
All right, Sticky, you want to address it now? Shamrock, he's making fun of me because I got sick from hay fever while work busted my ass. That's not my problem. Don't tell me not to make a diss track.
Get out of here,
Get.
fake sticky.
Love you, buddy.
Yeah,
But
but
like I said,
sticky.
there's not much I
Check
can
it
do
out.
about it. But
In all fairness, okay. And I'm not saying that this is what you're doing, But you got to realize, like me and that guy and Sheriff, we're Generation X. I mean, we're the generation of. I mean, that's just what we do is to like tear your friends down and make fun of them for shit, right?
I hate everybody. I hate everybody.
Yes, you can't
John
make a
I don't
mistake.
know.
Cole.
I haven't let anything stop me yet.
Hi,
You know,
John.
I still got up. I put the armor of God on and went out and did my thing and worked. And
I know,
like I said, that's my
Sheriff.
job. See, that's the thing, bro. I'm gonna always have a job to do and have work pretty much. You know, even if it wasn't affiliated with YouTube, I would still be doing
Oh,
it
Sticky, I love you.
straight up. I'm
But
gonna do it regardless. I would literally just go
sorry,
to a next
I
channel
love
and I
you.
would start over from scratch and do the same exact thing and promote until I got it where I needed it.
Hi,
You know what I mean?
Downrange.
I'm not gonna ever stop what I'm doing. You know,
Okay, people usually have the different time of the day, like morning, afternoon, evening. He has like now his time of day right now is called deliverance. And then he goes into Nosferatu mode.
Yeah.
What
That's
is
a
the
good way to
morning?
put.
What could the morning be called on his end
I don't know. Does he ever stream in the morning anymore?
when he's walking around? Hopeless abandonment, deliverance, and Nosferatu.
Yeah, there
That's
you go.
we got breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or is it supper for some people? I'm sorry.
In the South,
I
we
thought
call it
about
supper,
using
but
other
same
channels
thing.
You're in the South. Is it supper or dinner down there?
It's supper.
Supper.
Mm-hmm.
So country.
to do live streams too, so I
It
could
is.
talk the way I really want to talk, which is like way worse, right? But
You know what that sounds like? It sounds like a door stopper. You fucking flipped it.
Oh yeah.
Bang.
I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea either. You know, but um, I would. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm just
And it's pop. Don't get it wrong. It's pop. We're not gonna get into this conversation about soda and pop. It's pop.
gonna try to make the best moves for me possible. You know, business wise, and within all this, that's all I can really do.
Susan's a
Peach tea,
bitch and she's having sex with Nega. Relations.
but I don't know. It is what it is. Like straight up, it is what it is. But
Look at that armpit hair just staring at you. That is so foul.
you know, I just think that I
So
represent all
here's
these
the thing about
ancestors.
the South, especially where I live, because I mean, this is. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just want to say this because when I moved from California, this one really threw me. Any carbonated beverage here, especially in Georgia, is considered a Coke. So if you're like at a restaurant and you order a Coke, they'll be like, "What kind?"
For sure.
And it's because Coca-Cola dominated the region, and so I mean, yeah,
Was there
that's
any
why.
type of lawsuit over that about people? Well, you can't really. It's like calling a Kleenex everything a tissue. Every brand out there, everyone just calls it a fucking Kleenex, right?
Right.
Same shit.
Yeah.
I think I represent these old civilizations, literally like Atlantis. Like, y'all don't get. I don't mean like symbolically. I mean literally. Like that's the thing. I can feel it. I've felt it my whole life. Like I'm telling you, they rewrote all the history. So they did all these.
He's scanning for drones and sponge dogs and bat dogs.
And
Things
sector
so they
ants.
could erase the
Sector ants, Jesus.
whole world with Tartaria and all that, and probably Atlantis, and they did
Oh my
something.
God! I can't. No, actually, I can't believe you believe in Tartaria. It's an actual region, but there's a conspiracy theory around it. It's just like the people there. They were like so advanced and all this other bullshit. And of course, this fuck nugget believes it.
It's interesting concept. It really
Yeah,
is. I mean,
for sure.
something to think. It's science fiction. I love science fiction.
I do
Whatever it may
too. I
be.
love reading about it. But this fucker is. He thinks that's where Batman came from.
What the fuck is he looking at? Right there. What
His
is that?
mom. His mom's coming out there with a broom.
And it was evil, and I just know it. I can feel it, and like I think that's why I'm here, and like part of my entire purpose.
My question now is like looking at him where he's sitting is the house to the left as we look, or to the right? And where would his mom be coming from?
Oh, I gotta go look. Hold on a second. I'm gonna go look at the front and back at this bitch's house right now.
Because I'm connected to Atlantis. I think I was there. I think I reincarnated or something.
Yeah, he's got his eyes. Oh, look at that. Oh shit. That's the look of I just got caught. I need to screenshot that. Got it.
So I don't know. Like I said, the ancestors, God talks to me. I mean, it literally, they'll say word for word stuff. It said, I can't remember what it was, just on the tip of my tongue. I was just thinking about.
Shout out to Frost. Yeah, it's probably his mom standing in the window on the back porch or whatever, fucking waving at him. Fucking shut it down. Fucking, you got fucking 10 minutes left.
About it. Oh yeah, they said one time, they said, you've done this before like a million times. And I was like, I've done this before? Like, what are you talking about? I know I was like a warrior in past lifetimes, but like the best
He
one.
keeps staring over there.
So
Wow, he is fuck. Yeah, he is paranoid as shit. Look at that face. Wow. Let's get that. My God. No, the flat earth shit, that there's some people out there that make a hell of a point where you're like, you question it, or like, is this fucking real or not? A good story is a good story, and we're doing this story right now. Joey Sneed, Batman is the king of reality and the internet.
I really think I was Achilles. I don't think that's fake. Like I
Oh
really
my
think that's
God.
What's up?
He just said he really thought he was Achilles.
who I was. I think I was that, literally me. I think it was my soul, and it was the same. I was the same person, and I was here.
Oh,
You know what I'm
God.
saying?
Yeah,
There is, look at this. He keeps going back over there. There's something there.
And I just think probably looked a little different or something. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know, but um, I feel like I look just like him. Like even now, like not
What? Sorry.
Oh,
My
you're
bad.
good, dude. It's all good.
I
This
halfwit.
is what we're here for. Just the stupid shit. That's what's up, halfwit.
It is sticky for sure. It's awesome. I agree.
the actor, but like, I mean that too. But I mean, I look like the real thing. I'm like, it makes sense. You know what I mean? So it's like,
All right. So now that we got the daylight out there, I know I said it looked like a big white head on the end of his nose. Apparently it wasn't. It was just gleam and glisten.
I just stay doing my training and doing me, man. But like I said, the next level I'm trying to get, if I'm doing sets of 50, I just skip the dips for now. I'm probably going to be
Skip the
skipping them
dip.
for a while. I'm going to take a break from that because, I don't want to keep on messing with that. Might take a break from even working out, might just walk and, move around and, we'll see. But I just got to see how I feel. But at the same time, I got to push myself. I don't want to stop, you know what I mean? But if I did 50 for all three variations of 3 sets, I need to get that up to like 100 and plus. And like my body's already looking ridiculous. I'm getting pretty big if you haven't noticed. The
Yeah,
camera
we
doesn't always
haven't.
do it justice. But getting up there, man. So it's like, with that being said, and I know little tricks to work on that anyway, all naturally. So
He is
I
absolutely
mean,
paranoid right now.
we'll see what happens. But
Oh, that's right. Man, I forgot. There's so much going on lately with everything that's been coming out of his mouth. I forgot about the Jenny shit. He was fucking for 2 hours with her.
Oh, he went, wow.
Oh, you didn't hear it?
I didn't.
No, yeah, he was full on Jenny this, Jenny for 2 hours. Yeah, it was amazing. He so wants to get back with her because she's the last thing that he's ever touched, basically.
That's
I don't know.
true.
Me personally, I just feel like I just can't believe I've come this far, man. It's surreal. It's crazy, man. I can't believe that. Like I figured it out. Like I really unlocked a formula for like limitless. Like that's what when I told you all my money is limitless, I wasn't joking. My money was literally limitless. But see, that's the thing. That's not how life works. You don't just sit on money and then like see y'all are immature. Y'all don't understand. When you're a grown man, that's not how life goes. I've never made any mistakes. I've lived my life with no regrets.
Yeah, I gotta say too though, he shat on her for 2 hours, and I even went to her page to check and see if she had posted anything. There was nothing, not a goddamn thing, nothing.
Yeah, I mean, she might lurk still, but she's over you, bitch. She has forgotten you.
Oh, she posted it was a handful of months ago, but she didn't leave it up long.
And I think that's what you're truly jealous of. It's not so much the money and all
Just
that.
a
It's the
community
fact that I
post.
live without regret, that I enjoy my life, and I actually live life. I'm not afraid to live life. I noticed that about all these folks. They're all afraid. They're living in fear, and it's
I'm feeling like I'm a little itchy.
like that's your problem.
Okay, we are exactly 1 hour in, and he has not bitched about being bit by any bug yet.
Ain't got
I
nothing to
see
do with me.
mosquitoes buzzing around on
I
the
represent
camera.
everything that
He's probably immune to him at this point. He's like, fuck it. Fuck it. Don't give a shit. Just one on top of the other at this point.
it's the opposite of that. Mm-mm. You feel me? I represent love. I never let fear stop me, man. All I'm about is conquering fear. That's what this that's what this whole life and realm about for me. But like I said, I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna get to 100 on each of those. I don't know if I'll grow from that. Maybe. I mean, that's what they say too. They say like when you train, the only way that you get bigger and grow is you got to do more reps. Like you got to keep pushing yourself. That's the thing. Why do you think they created gyms and they talk about doing reps? But all y'all just go in the gym and kind of do the same things and waste your time and want to look cute and look big. The women want to dress the way
Oh,
they dress and go in there and show off. I mean, everybody knows what it is. They ain't really there to work out, and the dudes want to go in there and try to show off and look big
All right.
and act like.
All right. Downrange says he ended it a minute ago. And yeah, he is done. We are 22 minutes behind. Should we go buck and a quarter or just let her run? I'm just going to let her run.
yeah.
Strong, but
And
y'all
I'm gonna go
dudes is
outside
just
and get
taking a bunch
high.
of supplements and garbage and protein and stuff, and just because you
Garbage
look,
and protein.
a little big, you think that you're
That's
doing
my
something and you're
favorite.
really doing nothing. This and garbage and protein and stuff, and just y'all dudes is just taking a bunch of supplements and garbage and protein and stuff, and just because you look, a little big, you think that you're doing something and you're really doing nothing. This stuff builds muscle to the bone. The gym won't do none of that. See what I'm saying? The gym is just gonna whatever. You can puff up like a jellyfish, like a blowfish, but I mean that doesn't mean that you're it means you're like, you're a fish like Kanye West. It doesn't mean that you're really in shape or you're really strong. I do real strength training. This stuff builds muscle to the bone. It's way better, way different. It's not even comparable. You see what I'm saying? You take any of them dudes in the gym, ow, you could be as big as you want. That's the second time I done did that too, right in my eye. I think that's the training. This stuff builds muscle to the bone. It's way better, way different. It's not even comparable. You see what I'm saying? You take any better, way different. It's not even comparable.
Damn it.
You see what I'm saying?
All right. He pokes himself in the eye, I think. Let me check. Let's go there.
You take any of them dudes in the gym, ow, you could be as big as you want. That's the second time I done did that too, right in my eye. I think I got a little above this time, hopefully. But yeah, like you take all them dudes in those gyms, bro, man, they couldn't come close to me, bro. And nothing.
We've
You couldn't
seen
hold
you
a
in the
candle
gym.
to
You
me
look
now,
like a
especially.
retard.
All the dudes in the gym couldn't come close to me. It sounds like a bukkake session.
Yeah, that's
Well,
true.
you couldn't back then, but I mean, now I'm a whole different monster. Like now I'm really a whole new animal. Like now it's downright disturbing what I can do. So if you put me in a gym, I mean, I was doing the whole rack in every gym I went to back in the day. Can you imagine now? And the thing is, with the gym, I do fill out more. Like I get swole quick, and I look huge. Like the thing
His
about the gym, I
glasses
do get
keep
bigger
falling
quick.
down. Off
I
his
don't know
fucking-
why. It's
Joey,
like a
you've
different kind of
always been built
leverage.
like a
You know
fucking
what
spaghetti noodle, bro.
I'm saying? I mean, I still think the gym can be better.
I think all the nose pad, both the nose pads on his sunglasses are fucking busted off. So
Oh,
there's nothing there to fucking keep him from sliding.
Oh,
In a lot of ways, but you need this because it's a different kind of strength and muscle. It's a different kind of training. Like if you could do all this, then I feel like you could translate it
Sticky, I'm going to start streaming with Chessicat.
into that, and I just feel like it would help you
I want to take your friends.
oh my
so
god.
much. You know what I mean?
I'm going to take him out to lunch, buy him a fucking taco, maybe a buffet.
Oh,
See if he wants to come home and take a shower.
And like that's what I think. I think if you could push with this, then you can do the same thing in any gym. I feel like I could be pretty much limitless. You know what I mean? That's really truly how I feel. I think I'm gonna get where I can curl 100 pounds too, because I'm gonna have to work on
Blue fucking goddamn.
forearms somehow. Probably get back into the push-ups, like start doing exercises for forearms. I was trying to mess with that bungee cord today, but it was kind of like I didn't really know if I could do anything with it as far as working out. But I mean, I was trying to figure it out. I didn't really take all the time because of what I'm going through, but I'll look more into it. But I think that's what I need to do is just keep on being creative and figuring out different ways to work different muscles. But like when I go to these gyms, when I work out around all these civilians and all these people, they always be looking at me like, wow, like, cause I could do like
wow, what a
triceps, I would do the
retard.
whole rack with the rope and everything.
Usually, like, when you go to a store, if you're religious, you go to church, or you go into work, whatever you do, you grab your wallet, you grab your phone, you grab your keys, you walk into the bathroom and take a look at yourself before you leave the house and lock the door, right?
Yeah.
Just don't get it.
Everything, and I'd come down and I'd do it a certain way standing, and I kneel like one knee down a little bit, and then I do the whole rack. Take that straight bar and put it on there, put all the weights on the bottom, and then curl that with the whole rack. Like that's some serious strength, dude. I mean, but that was back then. Can you imagine now? That's what I'm saying. If you put me in a gym right now
Oh
and
god.
like if you allow me to like get a protein shake in my system after a workout
You went to
or
a gym
something
now,
like
you would
that, or
snap
take
in
a
half,
protein,
Joey.
or even just what I was getting huge on was amino acid complex, like BCAAs, branch
Yes, it's called protein.
chain amino.
Do you know what protein is made out of, Joey? It's made out of amino acids.
That's
Your
what
main
you
source
need.
comes from truckers, but yeah.
His fucking eyes he can't stop looking in this direction.
When I took that stuff, like in Austin, that's when these people was really hating because like I had people in the bars that I worked at, and they were all like fawning over me and my body and my muscles. Like it was to
What?
that point, like I really got built on another level quickly because the training is there. It's just what I put in my body, like I keep telling you. So like people were like commenting, like it got ridiculous, but to where I couldn't even go anywhere without somebody saying something that was positive, but I'm just saying this is the truth, but so I mean the future would be do everything I'm doing now, right? And then I'd have money to, do everything else and eat better and have more resources and just be able to do what I need to do. And I would do BCAAs like a good, probably like just one of them supplements, BCAAs, and then I'd probably get like a Synthesix protein or a protein and stack those two sometimes or alternate. Probably alternating would be fine, right? Because I don't really like mixing stuff, especially what happened to me in the past. Um, but yeah, I could alternate with that and do like aminos one day and then the other day take the protein. Bro, y'all don't even understand. I'm talking like I will look ridiculous. Like,
I like mixing flour with keef and like diamonds, maybe a little dab on top too. It's always good.
quickly. You understand? And that's the thing is you got to do the training like without all that stuff. You got to train without everything. You got to do without. You got to like this is what it takes. That's what I don't think y'all will ever understand because that's the thing when you don't need much. Like they say you don't need anything, but I think we all need something, you know. But I mean that's the point when you get to the point where you pretty much don't need anything. That's what
Dude, you
makes
look
you a
like you
force.
styled your hair with a
You know what I'm
fucking
saying? But
electrical outlet.
like I said, it is what it is. I mean, that's the thing, man. These people,
More more like when there's an oil tanker out on the ocean and it fucking capsizes and they do those commercials for SeaWorld where they're cleaning up the ducks with Dawn soap and shit like that. I think it's actually on the fucking label of Dawn, right? The duck. Fucking. He could take over being the new Gerber baby for fucking Dawn soap.
I have no clue what's going on, bro. But yeah, I'm not going to Austin doing the Batman thing with no low budget without money. I'm not doing that. Um, I don't even want to deal with the problems and having to struggle to survive out there again and go through all that nonsense just to try to find work in an environment that's been completely diluted. You know what I'm saying? And it's a bunch of people who ain't even from there and like I don't really want to do that to myself again. I mean, I could try, but like I said, I mean, it would have been nice if I had help to do it, but yeah, I'm not doing that. Not at all. And then, like I said, I mean, we already found out that like half the people there are plotting on me and against me, and we caught them working with the red triangles, so it's an actual conspiracy
El
against me.
Sartan.
So like, you
Hell,
know what I mean?
Sartan.
Like, nah, like I don't think that's smart. I could do it. I ain't worried about nobody or nothing, but I mean, it's just I don't know. I don't think it's the right way to go about things. I mean, to do the Batman thing, like I said, I need the money, especially up there, man. Like I said, they're too hypersensitive. They're all weird. Everybody's corrupt there. I just already know what y'all on. I know what y'all are doing. So that's the thing. Nothing surprises me. I already know everything going on. You feel me? So like, yeah, I got the courage to move around and do anything and face anything. I always have, but you got to be smart sometimes. Like, I need the money, man. You know, if I have the money, like if Christina gets here and everything, well, Christina gets here and we have our money and we're able to do everything. I mean, that's when it'd be
Christina.
perfect to do it in Austin because Austin is set up for a Batman. That's what y'all don't get. They got parking garages just like in the movie. It looks identical to it. And like, I'm sure that they literally hold like illegal meetings just like in the movie in those parking garages. Like,
Is he gonna start living in a fucking garages?
I don't know. That'd be
this stuff is
great.
really going on. That's what y'all don't get. So, he tells him, he says, my company, I have, what is it? Like repeat clients basically, or repeat customers or something like that. And he's like, he tells him like, you can buy from somebody else if you're not satisfied or whatever. He says, assuming Batman left anyone to buy from, like that's the thing. Like it depicts what to me is the future, which is the Batman, your boy here, the Batman basically controls the entire streets and everything. One man through pure dominance. You know what I mean? That's what we're approaching. That's what these people. Why do you think these people are so shook and terrified and scared and worried? Because they're already not doing well, and they know when I get to that point and I have all the bread, they're gonna really not be doing well. Like, you know what I mean? Like everything they wished on me, they're already doing to themselves and getting from God. I mean, but it's gonna be even worse then. You know what I mean? Because like the same way that y'all did all this weird stuff, I don't do all that. But like I'm gonna be like on everything to the point that it's gonna be hard for people to move around or or eat or do anything. You know what I mean? Like I mean, it's common sense. I ain't gonna let you do nothing. Not because I'm any kind of not nice person, but because I mean it's just how it has to be. It has to be equal. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing, man. People gotta You got to watch who they try to go out their way to pretend they want to make enemies with. Man, nobody in their right mind would want to make an enemy out of me. Nobody. You feel me? All that stuff is fake. You know what I mean? So, like I said, when people do that and they think it's some kind of game online, like, nah, bro, you know what you're doing, bro. You know how serious it is, and you know the effect that it's had, and like, I can see how you're hell bent on what you want for me, and you just have to understand it doesn't matter what you do, what you say. I'm just tired of hearing it, and like I said, I won't be going through anything anymore. I can assure you that and promise you that. I'm not playing them games at all. So, that's the thing is they just don't want to see me doing well. They can't handle the fact that I'm doing better than everyone right now. And they know I'm doing better than everyone. Bro, all I need is money right now. If y'all donate, I'm straight. And I got everything I need. These people, you gotta understand, they see me living how I'm living and they see me I'm doing well. You know what I mean? It's just for me, I'm ambitious. I'm trying to get this show on the road and take it to other places and have opportunities around that I can really try to use and build. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But that's the thing, it's not that easy. I mean, you can't people act like we're in a day and age where you can just go somewhere random and just, have nowhere to go, and what are you gonna do? You're gonna pay
It's called free will, jackass.
for hotels and look for a job, and that's a fantasy pipe dream, bro. I mean, like, even me, when I try to do it, you can't realistically really do it. It's pretty hard, bro. And just to be moving around like that in this day and age and this time, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's possible, maybe I could do it, but it just doesn't seem worth it, man. You know, it just seems like a lot of struggle when, like, I'm
He just said it's damn near impossible to take a vacation.
35, bro. I already did it, man. That's the thing people don't get. Like, I had everything straight, bro. I've did this 8 million times. I had all the money. I was good. It's just the same sabotage, the same individuals, the same people playing games, the same people, just the same result. And it's all people who are out of their mind. You know what I mean? That's 100% the only reason that I'm having to go through anything right now. You understand? Because
Sorry, I
people
thought
keep
it
on
was
trying to
muted all the way.
control what I'm doing and control my life, right? And keep me from succeeding when they have no business, right? Having their hand in my business. They have no business, worrying about me and what I'm doing and interfering. You see what I'm saying? But this is what people have done my entire life. And it's like, that's okay. I've started over 8 million times, but every time I start over, I still keep acquiring more. So that's the thing. And when I start over, because I've had to, that's not a negative, that's a positive, and it teaches you so much, and that's part of why I'm so smart and I know so much, because y'all don't get, I've done this 8 million
You gonna strike me now, Sticky? Is that what you're gonna do? You gonna strike me?
times over, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen so much money in my life people couldn't even imagine, bro. So that's what I'm saying. When y'all want to talk to me, it's like, a lot of you just don't get who you're talking to. It ain't about your current state of affairs or how much money you have at one time. Ain't got nothing to do with that, man.
One song is all it was, and I actually gave you props because I said you're a hardworking man. But now I got to sit here and sheriff's doing this, sheriff's doing that, and my man, fuck, I'm gonna fucking tell, I'm gonna fucking Johnny, go tell.
And, life is life, bro. Anyone, if you have money, you could be broke tomorrow.
Shut up,
That's
Jack.
anybody. So what do you mean? It ain't making no sense. See what I'm saying? And like I said, I got everything to show for it. I'm just a humble dude. I don't talk like that because I don't care about none of that. You know what I mean? I got strangers, bro, that care more about things I could care less about. I don't care about easy things. All this is easy for me, man. Ain't never been hard. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend. I worked hard. I deserve everything, that I got, but it was never difficult for me. I've always had things moving. That's my thing, man. You just got to look at perception, right? Like, look at it like this, bro. This is what I'm saying. Hold on. Check this out.
Let's check
Like,
it.
when I was working on 6th Street, right, in the bars, I mean, I've worked all over the country, different restaurants, different places. I worked in a lot of different places.
So So what I'm reading into this, Sticky, is I'm going into hiding. I may not be back ever, and it's Downrange's fault. Big bully. So you went and bought a brand new. You went to fucking Target or Walmart. And you bought a brand new pair, not a pair, a package of socks. But you kept the receipt, and you're gonna go return those fuckers. Man, that's just a waste of time.
I've done a lot of different stuff. When I was working in 6th Street on them bars, think about all that time that I was going back and forth. You, it's a flying ant. That's what was messing with me. Okay.
A falling ant. All right. Oh.
I worked in a lot of different places. I've done a lot of different stuff. When I was working in 6th Street on them bars, think about all that time that I was going back and forth. You, it's a flying ant. That's what was messing with me. Okay. Yeah, those suck too.
Flying ants.
But yeah, when I was out there working, I mean, think about all those years. Like, it wasn't a waste. I mean, it was all good, and at the time, it served its purpose, and whatever, I did my thing. And it was fun. But I mean, that's the thing. I've seen the inner workings of pretty much every bar out there. You know what I mean? Like, I basically had to carry it all on my back. I basically was running everything in every establishment. That's the truth. And well, they tried to paint it like I was just a regular employee, but I was the one who did all the work.
See, that's
So I literally built all those bars myself. I built everything. You know what I mean? So I have a lot of knowledge, and I could run my own bar. I could run my own restaurant in my sleep. I just would need.
so you got the flying ants, then you have the sector ants. The flying ants, they probably have the advantage because the sector ants can't swim. Oh, did I say that?
Yeah, you did say.
Did I say that?
You fucking sure did. Look, I'm talking to Sheriff. What are you doing?
Ugh.
Are you
The
listening to
proper
us?
like licensing certification or whatever the hell and the money to do it and build it. That's the only thing. For someone to put me in a position
I'm
where I
sorry.
could
I
just be a manager.
I got to address that. Come on. You can't, you have to laugh at that. It's funny.
Leave us
saying?
alone.
But
We're
at the end,
old.
The sector ants have an extra muscle on their fucking.
No, stop.
What?
Stop
I might
trying
as
to
well just
apply.
get it out of my fucking system right now.
Stop trying to apply science to sector ants.
I just got weed delivery. Give me a break, guys.
Yeah, I know. I can tell. You
end of
got
the
a deep
day,
nuts.
I mean, if you think about it, like when you work for other people, just think about all that time that you waste. It doesn't mean it was a waste or that time was a waste, but think about all the time that you waste building for other people, doing something for someone else, even though those people really aren't seeing that much, proceeds, capital, money, or benefit from that directly, because companies, the money goes to the company. Nobody's really profiting off you that much. I mean, maybe a little bit, but most of them, they're all on a wage too, just like you. Everybody's in the same boat pretty much. But my whole point is, instead of doing that and helping to build something that you don't see nothing from and they don't care about you at all and they're not on your side, you see all that time wasted. Why not take that time and build something that belongs to you? That's my whole attitude now. Like, I don't care how small it is. I don't care that I don't get paid right now. Like, I'm building something that belongs to me. And that's just the way of the world. Like, if you truly wake up and you awoken, you're going to realize you're either going to have the mindset to build something for you, or you're going to be stuck working for someone else and building what they want. And it's not even building what they want in this society, because no one has their own thing. They're all just sucking up and part of the corporate system. So I mean, they're all kissing up. So I mean, really, it's just you're building for a corporate system and a company that people don't even own it. I mean, the only people that capitalize off that are if they really own the business. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, when you own a business like that, you think that it's a good thing, but then you have to take care of that business. You have to maintain. You have to pay all these window expenses and net expenses. You have to do startup costs. You got to pay to fix things. There's always problems. That's why they're always mad and upset, because they're barely trying to get by and they can't, because 99.9% of businesses fail.
Because people like you ask for shit for free.
See, this is the thing these people are so upset at. They know that this business is a success. This is a good business. It carries through word of mouth. It has a future. It entails a lot. It's getting a lot done. I love it, man. I love what I do. I just need to get the money up with it somehow. So I just try to go harder and harder for now. It's all I can do. But I think God is going to make some moves and shift some things to make sure everything, gets in the right perspective and work. Too many mosquitoes, man. But like I said, that's all I really want to say for right now. But like I said, I mean, that's truly what my advice to people is build your own thing. And that way you don't get stuck working for other people forever. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm just saying, I am definitely about that aspect and perspective. I'm so much happier than I was working for other people, standing around at a door all day doing nothing. You know what I mean? Or doing.
So he just admitted he's a doorman. Checked IDs,
Yep.
just like TJ said. TJ, if you're listening, we appreciate your honesty. Joey, you're wasting our time with your fucking spitting lies and your stupid games. Let's
Yep.
dial that back just a little bit.
About that aspect and perspective, I'm so much happier than I was working for other people, standing around at a door all day doing nothing.
Standing around at a door all day doing nothing. But apparently there's all the commotion. G checking midgets and fucking everybody,
About that aspect and perspective, I'm so much happier than I was working for other people, standing around at a door all day doing nothing. You know what I mean? Or doing security and, risking everything for someone else who's ungrateful. You know what I mean? And don't even care. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just all that nonsense. Instead of dealing with fake drama, I just stay to myself. That's what people don't get. I've had enough drama to last me forever. Like, that's why I just stay away from people. Like, I don't want any of that around me. You know what I mean? I come from all that. I'm tired of it. You know what I mean? Never really had a problem I couldn't handle.
So
You know what I mean? People generally just let me be and leave me alone. People don't mess with me, but still, I just don't want to be around it. I don't like it. Like, for what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be at peace, man, like I am. I want to be cool. I want to be in nature like I am. Like, you know what I mean? All this is still like a form of grounding. Like, that's
I want to be in nature just like I am. It's just a form of grounding. Yeah, just show the goddamn chair. You're living in your fucking backyard. Your fucking mom's. Oh, one more time.
for what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be at peace, man, like I am. I want to be cool. I want to be in nature like I am. Like, you know what I mean? All this is still like a form of grounding. Like, that's why I come out here. Like, these trees are beautiful. Like, they're completely alive. These trees are like, this one has like a turn in it, like in the Lion King. Like, nature is beautiful, man. Trees provide oxygen, bro. I want to be around nature and around good, positive things. I just, that's why these people are so mad, because they don't have any other option. They stuck out there.
No, I have an option to shut my door, lock it, and come sit down and play on the fucking internet and use you as a puppet.
Mhm.
Them fools like TJ, they gonna be stuck out there forever. He ain't never gonna make nothing of himself. He got to sit there and beg. He's a charity case out there, literally. Like, that's the thing. I just don't understand what the point of your move and what you said on here typing, what the point of that was. All you did was just prove that you're not real, you're fake, which I already figured and knew. I was way ahead of you. And like I said, I mean, you just exposed yourself. How was that telling me anything?
Like I said.
That's all. I don't get it. Like, that's the thing. People, are trying to act like there's someone they're not and different on the internet, right? But in person, you didn't say any of that. You see what I'm saying? You didn't act that way. So it's all an act. It's all fake. You get what I'm saying? And that's my thing. Like, I just don't get that. I don't get why people
All right, we got about 2 minutes left, and then I got about a 2-minute outro, a little ditty.
choose to be fake and then act like
Okay.
that's a smart thing to do. I mean, like I said, me, I've done everything right by everyone. I was a good friend to that dude. Like, no, I just told you reality when you sat there and you did all these things behind my back for no reason. And then what do? You keep on doing them. Like, yeah, that dude was going and talking to people anywhere I went, just like them, with them, and slandering and making up lies. That's why. Okay. See, now I know why some of those weird chicks and stuff were trying to talk some way, whether it be on social media towards me or in person. And I was wondering, like, who are you? Like, I don't even know you, number one. Why are you talking to me like I'm you? Because, like, I'm royalty. So you got me misconstrued. You talking to someone else. You ain't talking to me. And I don't let people talk to me crazy. I'm a grown man, bro. So, like I said, y'all can miss me with all that. When you got a grown man
You know
that
what,
going
bitch?
around and
You want to
slandering,
know how many times I've actually heard my fucking husband have to tell somebody that? None. I've never heard sheriffs. I've never heard that from anybody but him. Like, if that guy did that all the time, I would be like, shut up. I mean, if you're a man, why do you have to keep saying it all the time, bitch?
I'm a grown ass man.
I'm a grown ass man.
and talking
I'm a
behind a
grown
grown
ass
man's
man.
back.
Nah, my husband just does man shit. He doesn't have to say shit.
It's kind of like the same feeling when you, as a grown ass man, you're having
Yeah.
a cold, you're having a cold beer and you're putting some IKEA furniture together. I gotta
Yeah.
do the segue here.
Right,
and
right.
and you get it done. You got a bunch of parts left over, but it works. But you stand there with your elbow on your hand on your wrist, or your wrist on your hip, and another elbow against the wall, and you're scratching your forehead going, yeah, I just did that. And then 2 hours later, you're still standing there fucking admiring your
Yeah.
fucking bullshit. I'm
Yeah.
guilty.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's female behavior. That's female tendencies. No, I'm not mad about that. I'll let you do that. That's your thing, because you're just showing your lack of character. You see what I'm saying? I'm a professional, bro. You know what I mean?
Bruh.
I keep things professional. I'm a real dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I did right by everybody. I helped him. And that's really all. Like I said, when you're mature, people can't mess with you, man. You know what I mean? You got to stay mature. Something in my hair I just got. So, yeah, like I said, that's why he was talking like that. He'd say weird things out of nowhere, like trying to talk down, like, yeah, you upset because I'm not in your boat, right? You upset because I'm not homeless sleeping in front of a jewelry store. You upset because I'm not stuck on Stick Street forever, trying to barely get by and survive, stuck in a rat race forever. I mean, the dude's probably older than me. I mean, that's just sad, bro. That's pathetic, man. I mean, come on, bro. No, you don't. You got to understand. Whenever I go somewhere like that, like if I
Says the
go
guy
to
in the
Austin,
chair.
oh yeah, I'll act like I don't have nothing. I might go to the shelter, whatever I got to do, right? Common sense. I got to survive, right? I can build from nothing out there. That I can do. It's an option. I'm considering it at some point, but I'm just saying, I don't know if that's really a good idea or what I want to do.
He's considering the shelter because mom's about ready to throw his fucking ass out of the backyard because you're screaming on the internet until the sun comes up.
Feel me? So I don't know. We'll see what I want to do and we'll see how it goes. And that's about it. All right. Now I'll be back in a minute. All right. We'll talk. All right. I appreciate you.
And the thing is, if mom does throw him out of the fucking backyard, I might possibly be able to, like, I don't know, vacuum, clean my toilet, stupid shit like that. All right, we are done with Batman is the king of reality and the internet. Shamrock, you got anything to add on that bunch of nonsense?
No, I'm good.
All right, we're gonna take this out with a little ditty here we were talking about last night.
About
'Cause
Jackie Diane. Oh, sorry.
it is humid. It is humid down in Brownsville, Texas. No lightning storms tonight, but that's what we're kind of hoping for. A rain
Yeah.
stream. That would have been amazing.
It would have. It would.
But this one's called Licking Mist and Drinking Piss.
Oh God, here we go.
In the misty dawn, I wander free, seeking thrills, a reckless me. I taste the air, a strange delight, licking mist with all my might. Drinking piss, licking mist, embracing the weird. I persist, Unconventional, some might say, but in this moment, I'm okay. Golden liquid, warm and bright, a peculiar pleasure, day or night. Some might frown, but I don't care. Drinking piss without a single snare. Drinking piss, licking mist, embracing the weird. I persist, unconventional, some might say, but in this moment, I'm okay. Life's too short for the mundane grind. I'll take the weird, leave the ordinary behind. In this strange world, I'll find my way. Drinking piss, licking mist, every day. Drinking piss, licking mist, every day. Drinking piss, licking mist, embracing the weird. I'll persist, unconventional, some might say, but in this moment, I'm okay. So if you see me with my tongue out wide, don't be alarmed, I'm just alive. In this misty world, I'll take a sip. Drinking piss, licking mist, my quirky trip.
What is wrong with my fucking head?
Chicken piss.
What the fuck is wrong with me?
You heard it here first, folks.
I don't think anyone on the planet has ever written a song about licking mist and drinking piss.
It was fantastic.
Thank you. I appreciate that, everybody. Thanks for coming in the chat for the last 1 hour and 30
We'll probably be back
minutes.
later.
I wouldn't doubt it. It's only 7:26.
All right, let's go, Sheriff.
night.
Peace.
And yeah, we're going to get this here and talk to y'all later. Bye.
I've drank a lot of fucking beer in my lifetime, that's for sure. Many times to an excess that I'm not too proud of the fucked up shitty situations that I've managed to fist fuck my way into. I've learned a lot along the way, though. I'll share that knowledge with you if it can prevent a fucking drunken grease fire. If it doesn't, you are the fucking grease fire.